Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again to the Smoking Simian podcast. I feel like I say that the same almost every time. The Smoking Simian podcast. Like I sound like a fucking robot or something. But either way, I'm very thankful for you guys to be here. To be here listening to me on this Monday, the beginning of the week. Never skip Mondays. Mondays are very important. That's why I put a podcast out on Mondays to show to you guys how important it is to listen to podcasts on Mondays. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episodes. I hope you guys, still fuck with me a little bit, I mean, shit. It's crazy, the point that we've gotten. I'm almost at, I think this is 68 up next week. A week from today, I'll have 70 episodes, which is pretty cool, I guess. One thing I do know is that there's shit all over this goddamn room. There's wires and gadgets and a very, very ugly setup at the moment. I think I've just outgrown my current setup. All the stuff obviously works well, and once we get the new studio, I'm still going to be using all the same shit. But things are going to have to be configured a little differently. I got the gadget that I've been looking to use this whole time. I got a mic switcher, but in order to use the mic switcher, I need another piece called Phantom Power or some shit like that. Again, I don't know anything about anything, so. But it's a big, ugly, fucking black box with and that. I needed to plug these microphones into that for them to work, and then those need to get plugged into the fucking mic switcher. So, there's going to be a lot more wires. There's going to be a lot more shit hanging all over the place. I mean, even the angle you guys are looking at me is different right now. You can see a little bit more. You can barely see the Life Boost coffee. I got this thing in front of me. You can't really see the table, but there's shit on the table, and there was more shit on the table before. Before I even started this fucking thing. But, hold on. I'm just answering a buddy on the phone here. Good to go. I'm getting interviewed after this for a school project. Never thought I'd be a part of a school project. I'm a fucking idiot. Who wants me for this school project? But, either way, I'm super excited, where things are going. 70, this is 68 episodes, guys. It's come quicker than I had expected. It definitely has. It's come, that's how everything is, though, right? Every new thing that we start, it's like, wow, leaps and bounds. But, that's the bare minimum of what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? If you start something, I'm the type of person who goes full bore into it, and you guys know that. But you can't expect to do something a couple times a month and expect to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? For me, I always want to be good at something right when I start, which is usually hard. Some of us have beginner's luck. I feel like I have that. You know what I'm saying? I have some beginner's luck. But this is like, I'm almost like in the intermediary part of being a beginner, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm starting to come into my own with my voice. I feel like I'm getting better, definitely. I mean, again, how can you not get better at something that you do all the time, that you dedicate all your not all your time to, but that you dedicate a lot of your time to, And it's just a formula to do everything else in your life. We all have shortcomings. We all have things that are tougher for us to deal with for whatever reason, our backgrounds or situations we've been in. But the only way you get better, really, is to try it and go to that place and keep fucking doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, there's certain situations, right, where maybe you don't want to be as active. Like, for example, we always hear a big MMA guy, so you always hear about Cowboy Cerrone and him fighting 6 times a year and shit like that. They're like, oh, why would you do that? You're such a legend. You don't have to do all that. And for him and for us, yeah, it's kind of dumb that he fights that often, especially being the type of, being the stature that he is, legend in the sport. There's no need to do that. But for him, it keeps him fresh. My point of bringing that up is because, for us, it's like, oh, that looks, not smart. And in the long run, it's probably not smart to fight 6 times a year over a long period of time, unless you're not getting hit or hurt very often. But, that's one of the few situations where it's like, okay. But even then, you just get comfortable in the octagon. It doesn't mean you'll win. You get comfortable just doing what you're doing. And that's not always great either, right? If you just get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm super comfortable here, but you hadn't gotten any better. I feel like that's that's a factor as well, right? You haven't gotten any better, but you're just very comfortable in the situation you're in, which is bad because to get to that point of comfort, you had to spend a lot of fucking time. You had to spend a lot of fucking time. So you want to hope that while you're doing all these things to get comfortable, you're also doing the things to keep you better, to keep you getting better at whatever the fuck it is you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And to hit it often, to go after it often, is a great way to get comfortable. But it doesn't mean that you'll always get better. Even though I'm now it sounds like I'm fucking contradicting myself, right? And this is the whole thinking out loud thing, because my thoughts are all over the fucking place. That's just how I think. It, like I said, anything you do super often, you will get better at, but to a point, if that makes sense. There's a plateau. There's a law of diminishing returns. Where's that line where now you're doing it too much and it's almost detrimental? Like, for example, John Larkin, who I've been working with, strength coach and all that shit. He talks about how he'll train fighters, and it's like, hey, you're 145 pounds, right? 90% of the guys that you fight probably aren't going to be able to deadlift 405 pounds. We don't even need to get you to 405 pounds. That might end up being detrimental to you. The risk reward might not even be necessary. Let's get you to 360. Right, 380, just a little bit over that percentile, right? Without going too overboard, because eventually it might just end up diminishing what the fuck you're doing. So that's the point I'm trying to make, is that after a while it's like, okay, you're active and you're comfortable, but have you gotten better at this point? Are you still getting better at this point? Have you overtrained? Overtraining's a serious thing, unless you're on steroids. If you're on steroids, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's all different types of steroids. You don't have to be lifting weights and shooting a needle in your ass to actually be on, the real, yeah, sure, TRT and testosterone steroids. Yeah, that's the way to do it. But we all have, quote unquote natural steroids, like ways to just keep going and keep working and do whatever you're doing, and eventually that fatigue does catch up with you. All those guys that do steroids, their bones are destroyed at the end of their careers because of the muscle density and the amount of muscle on their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like the chickens come to roost, people. What a bullshit! What a bullshit saying that is. Chickens come to roost. What does that even mean? They come to the roost. Here they come. Where's the roost? Chickens, just a whole mob of chickens just pulling up. Hey, yeah, we're here for the roost. The chickens have come to roost. Where is the roost? But no, people, staying active is what's gotten me to this point. This is a very low risk, low reward type thing. I shouldn't say low reward, but low risk. Very much so, because it's like, I can just keep doing this. Nobody even needs to listen to me. And on the grand scheme of things, nobody fucking listens to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean to call the people that listen to the show nobodies, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't have a whole lot of people that listen to me. But I still do this. I still hold myself to you got 2 a week. You got to put 2 out a week, at least. And, by the way, I'm very happy I decided to go to 2 a week. When I did, because 3 was just, it was too much. It would end up being too much. I would have ran out of guests. You know, and for me, guests are like the biggest thing, right? Because I like having you guys on with just me. I love it. I love being able to just come on here and think out loud and talk and say funny things. And I've had some people hit me up about some stories, and that's always super nice. I love it when you guys reach out and tell me things. But having the guests on and getting the different outreaches to me is super important because do I want to get to a place where I can have anybody I want on? Yes. And when that happens, will I get people who are notable and people who are, in the public eye that everybody knows? Yeah, of course I'll have them. But I'll also have people on there that interest me. People on there that are, maybe not known by everybody, but known by me. I got introduced by them, and I'm like, hey, this guy's got some cool shit to say, and I want everybody to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Or he's got a very, strong opinion about something, or he's an expert in this area, and it's used as an educational tool. We're in the works of getting some members of academia on the Smoking Simian at some point. You know what I'm saying? We're working on that, and that's what I want. I want to be able to come on here with my buddies and bullshit and make you guys laugh and say funny things. But I also want to have people on here that I can learn from. And while I'm learning, I'm presenting it to you guys as well, giving you guys the opportunity to learn about not only just the topic, but the person. So, I'm really getting a clearer and clearer vision every day on what I want for this show. And it's obviously been a learning curve. That's, again, one of the best ways to learn. Trial by motherfucking fire. That's the way you learn. You jump in and you see if you fucking float. If you can't float, you drown for a little bit. But you keep flailing those goddamn arms. You keep flailing those arms, and eventually you might get to almost 70 episodes on a low-level podcast in a basement with holes in the wall and exposed pipe in the ceiling, Anything's possible, guys. Live your dreams, right? Goddamn right. You might be peddling some Life Boost coffee to the people, which I think now is a perfect time to talk about. This laptop is fucking things up here, and I don't like that it's blocking it a little bit. But either way, we have our Life Boost coffee. You can hear the package. Listen to it. Listen to that. Oh, and I can smell it through the package. That's how you know it's that loud. That's that stank. That's that good. Oh, look at that. Dark roast. Life Boost coffee. No GMOs. Nothing. No GMOs. Isn't that great? No pesticides. None of that shit. None of those chemicals that we eat enough of. Right? We eat enough of that shit. Everything that we have has GMOs and pesticides. Unless you're completely organic. I'm not. But I know this coffee is fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't organic and it tasted as good as it does, not only would I be surprised because it would have all these other things that make it taste, not as good and can be more health detrimental, but I would still fucking drink it. It's just a bonus that it happens to be 100% gourmet, organic, shade-grown, over a mile high in a mountain coffee. I'm not going to be with them for much longer, guys, so you guys got to hop on this deal. In the description, every week, I always put the link to the Life Boost site, where you can then get on there and click Get Discount and get 50% off your first order. There's 2 choices on there of how much you can get. However, you can choose from light, medium, and dark roasts. Coffee can be pre-ground, or if you like the beans and you want to do it at your house yourself, you can do that as well. They also have decaf on there if you're a pussy. And, like I said, guys, low acid. Low acid. That is, you guys are sick and tired of me talking about it, but it's the most important part of convincing you guys that this shit is worth getting. This is like water. I wish I could check the pH balance in it and compare it to other coffees. because this coffee is such a fucking low acid. And I mean, for people who like to, dope their coffee up with sugar and flavored creamer and all that stuff, and that's great. I'm not, if that's what you do, that's what you do. That's awesome. But if you add that stuff to it, then it's even that much better. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even need it. You don't even need any of that stuff for this, especially if you like the taste of coffee. I personally love the taste of coffee, so I don't need to add anything to it. I never add anything to my coffee. But for those of you that do, I would think it probably enhances it even more so. Like I said, guys, it's a phenomenal company. I already talked about how there's no pesticides, the mycotoxins, it's none of those fucking goddamn things. It's all gourmet, top quality, hand-picked beans. And like I said, the company's great. You check on the back, what does it say? A portion of all profits go toward protecting the environment. So anytime you buy one of these, you're helping the rainforest. They're part of the Rainforest Trust. You're helping sustainable farming, right? You're helping pay these workers a sustainable wage, these farmers a sustainable wage. Isn't that nice? Isn't that good? What do you think the Folgers farmers are getting? The Folgers farmers are getting 6 cents a day, getting a slap on the back and a sandwich. Go home. Go home to your 8 kids. Here you go. Here's 6 cents. Good luck. In this country, that's at least 300, I don't know. That's at least 300 units of currency here in this South American country that we're going to exploit. Right? That's Folgers, right? That's chock full of nuts. They're coming in, taking down rainforests, right? Just to build their coffee. No. This isn't Life Boost coffee. Those are those big, right? And then they're giving us bullshit coffee. Like I said last time, they're giving us BS coffee, green beans, mycotoxins, lesser quality. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Click the link. Click the link in my goddamn description. Wherever you listen to the show, the link's there. Click it. Go to the site, click Get Discount, and pick something out. Get half off. Life Boost coffee. It's the healthiest shit on the goddamn planet. Next, I want to talk to you guys about Obsessive Aggression, of course. My brand of fight gear. Even though right now it's only gloves. 16-ounce premium synthetic leather boxing gloves. They're phenomenal. I just sent a few out. This past weekend, I sent a couple out. And again, there's a big learning curve there, but I'm getting them out to people, which is important to me, obviously, and important to you. So I'm getting them out to people. It's, again, another learning curve. But this is newer than the podcast, so I'm even more in an infancy when it comes to obsessive aggression. But nonetheless, it means a whole lot to me, guys. It's brand new. The gloves are phenomenal quality. I always talk about how I have to test different kinds out, and these ones are by far the best ones. I designed the logo myself. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. I have huge plans for the brand going forward for years to come. Make sure you click the link in the description below or of the podcast, whatever. It's not always below, but make sure you click the link and you head over to www.obsessiveaggression.com and you check out all of our cool shit, all of it, even though it's only one item, but still, just check it out. Just check it out. It's cool if you just check it out. ObsessiveAggression.com. Get obsessed. All right. Now that I've got those out of the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about, actually sending out some of the stuff. It's a perfect segue, right? And how much of a learning curve there is in fucking everything, guys. Everything that's brand new. We always think we got it linked up, right? We always think, like, we got everything planned. I'm going to do this. It's not going to cost this much. I'm going to charge this for that. And then you do it, and you're like, wow, this just isn't going to work the way that this is set up right now. So let's fix it. And then you fix it, and then there's something else. Oh, okay. Now let's try and fix this. This isn't right. Let's tweak this. And it's like on the spot, right? It's on the spot learning, which I think essentially is what a learning curve is, right? Just on the spot, on the dime. People blowing me up over here. On my phone, people want to know where the cat's at. They want to know where the man, what he's doing. But I'm down here talking to you guys, about my trials and tribulations, as in as a beginning entrepreneur and podcaster, bringing my thoughts to you every Monday and Thursday morning, starting your day off. But no, it's learning curves, to me, are some of the best ways to learn, right? It never made sense in school. I mean, it usually helped us, right, when there was a curve. But I was always like, why do teachers use a curve? Like, these might be two different things that I'm kind of talking about right now, but why do teachers do that shit? I didn't know anything on that goddamn test, and I still got an 80? Why? Because half of the class got 80s, I get a fucking 82? That was always interesting to me. I never understood that. But, you know, learning something on the spot, to me, is the only way to learn. It is. It's the only way to learn. It's the only way to really, truly get the essence of the whole thing. Truly get the essence of fucking it up, right? Because you got to fuck it up. Fuck it up, fuck it up. You got to fuck it up. And, you know, once you screw it up, now you're forced to figure out a way out of it, right? Like, for example, last week, the Thursday episode, I thought I had everything set up. I woke up in the morning and the audio portion didn't download or whatever. And I was ready to bang my fucking head against the wall because nothing was working. And at that moment, it was a learning curve. It was brand new. I don't know what caused it, but I had to figure out how to fix it. So maybe I didn't technically learn anything there, but that's part of the curve, right? It's part of the curve. It's not knowing what to do is part of the curve. It's just like unanswered shots are part of a fight, right? We see, that comes from Dominic Cruz when he fought Henry Cejudo and he thought it got stopped early. But unanswered shots are part of a fight, just like fucking things up are. Unanswered mistakes are part of a endeavor, if that's a word. If that's a saying. It doesn't sound as cool, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's parts where we won't know what the fuck to do. And because we've gone through part of the learning curve at this point, we have ideas. Now we have some kind of idea. We can finagle something. And, that's kind of what I did. I had to finagle. That's what the fuck I do on a day-to-day basis. Finagle. Find something new that's going to cause me a problem. Right? That's why I have gadgets and wires and shit hanging all over this goddamn room. It's... Once I leave this room, it's gonna be super interesting. I wonder what... I'm just interested in the scenery change and what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? As far as how the show is gonna be portrayed. But I have all kind of ideas. For the show. I'm trying to keep it creative. I'm trying to keep the guests different. I just want to create more content. That's what it is. And sometimes I don't understand what exactly I could do on some of these mediums, right? Like I want to go live on YouTube so bad, and that'll be happening hopefully fucking soon. I wanted it to be for the Adesanya Blankowicz fight. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but we'll see. My social media, sometimes it's hard for me to keep up on there because it's like, what do I post? I understand you just have to post something, right? Content is king, right? Content is king, I suppose. But, sometimes I don't know what the fuck to post. What am I supposed to post? You know what I'm saying? Like on Twitter, if I don't have anything to say, then it's like, I don't have anything to say today. What am I supposed to do? However, I read somewhere that you need to be as hungry for marketing your product as you are creating it. And I'm seeing that very much so in both of the things that I'm doing. Like I always talk about, this is a creative medium where I don't really care about the money right now. I know eventually, as long as I work on creating something and getting better at doing this, then the money will come, right? That's not what I'm worried about. It's about building a viewership, building a fan base, building something first, creating something, and it's very, spontaneity spontaneous. Again, I use that made-up word that I said last time, spontaneity. It's been very spontaneous, right? So I haven't even thought about the idea of marketing this thing, a little more aggressively. And it's been 6 months or so. I haven't thought of it until now, right? Because I've just been wrapped up in the creative part of it and just creating it and getting guests and getting all this stuff working and thinking of ways to better the show. Whereas the gloves, I'm already thinking about that. Now, the gloves were a brainchild, a thought in my mind before the podcast. However, I started the podcast first. The gloves I didn't technically start until January. The obsessive aggression brand I didn't start until about January, so it's much newer than this. But I'm already thinking about it because, again, the way I look at my brand is it's a business. That I'm also there to create something and to create an idea and create a lifestyle brand. And that's part of it, definitely. But the marketing and the business aspect of it, I'm already thinking about. It's like, okay, I got to get this stuff out. I got to get my brand out. I got to get ways to, I got to start making email lists. I got to do this. I got to go to gyms and whatever. And that wheel's already turning. And I feel like that style of guerrilla marketing acts. It works better for a true and hard business, or whatever it's called, fast and true. I don't know what it is, but like just a true business. You have a product, you want to get out and you want to sell it. You buy it for a certain price, you want to flip it for a certain price, and that's not my only intention. That's part of it. Obviously, it's a business. I want to make money, but it's not the only part. I care more about my ideas. I care more about the creative freedom that I'm striving for. But my point of bringing that up is that I feel like I got wrapped up in getting everything started, and then once I got it started, it's like, okay, what do I do now, right? And with the podcast, I found a routine, right? I would record on these days, and it was a lot more regimented. I'm going to record on these days; they'll be up. I'm going to do my audio. Right, the audio is quick. It's easy. It always was. I'm going to do the audio. We're going to be good to go. And I forgot about the whole other aspect of it: getting people to fucking listen, getting some social media traffic, getting some traffic to my podcast site, my YouTube. I didn't even think of any of that shit. And I understand that more content helps and aids with all that, but there is still a level of marketing that we have to do. Where, I didn't even think of that until now. Now, the gloves, I feel it even more so, because it's not like I'm going and making gloves, right? It's not like I already have my shipment of gloves. They're already made. It's not like I'm, fixing my site every day. It's not... my time needs to be spent on something like marketing. That's why it's coming up so much quicker. Whereas the podcast is like, I have to make a podcast. I have to edit it. I have to, whatever. So, you can kind of get wrapped up in, when you're at the beginning, you can sort of get wrapped up at the beginning, right? You get wrapped up in, I got it out. Yes, it's out. I did it. Whoa. And then you sit back and it's not doing what you expected it to do. And you're like, why? Well, motherfucker, there's still a whole bunch of shit you gotta do. This is only the beginning. What do you think? You just put it out and that's it? People are just gonna click on it? I put a Google ad out. That thing's got like 20,000 impressions. I haven't had one single person come to the site. You know what I'm saying? None of that matters. It sounds good. Oh, I put a Google ad out. Or I added this to my site. I did this. Okay, but what about your bottom line? Are people paying you? Are people, interested in getting these gloves? And again, I understand that I'm just I'm early in this, but this sort of self-reflection, it's a lost art. It is. It's a lost art. I forgot where I heard this quote, but low self-esteem is a hell of a motivator, and high self-esteem is overrated, right? If you think so highly of yourself that there's no way that you could ever do anything wrong, there's no way that you could look back and say, maybe I could have done a little bit different here. There's no self-reflection. There's not a bone of self-reflection in you. Then that's a problem, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Self-esteem, if you don't have self-esteem, then that's very unfortunate, to an extent. Both, obviously, I'm all about balance. So in either direction, it's bad. But to think so highly of yourself is almost as bad as thinking very, very low of yourself. I won't say that it is as bad, because thinking low of yourself is far worse. But it's not bad to think shitty of yourself sometimes, if we're being honest. There's plenty of times where we say, I'm gaining some goddamn weight. I have to step up. If you didn't do that, then think about all the stories, the success stories of people. And I don't mean just, these... I don't mean famous people. Like, the first person that comes to mind is David Goggins. Yeah, he was, 300 pounds or whatever, and he switched his mind completely and lost weight. But he would have never done that if he didn't decide to, right? If he didn't say, I'm a fat fucking lazy piece of shit. I am. And I want to change it. The only way that change happens is if you say to yourself, I'm a fat fucking piece of shit, in one way or another. Maybe a little nicer, if you really care that much. But that's the only way anything gets done. That's the only way anything, if everything you do is right, then why are we living this life? Why are we doing any of this? If everything that we're doing is fucking perfect, everything that we're doing is absolutely right, everything's absolute, we're good to go, there's no reflection, there's no revision, it's unnecessary, right? Then why are we doing anything? Why are we even doing anything? Why are we trying new things, right? Why are people trying to land on Mars? Everything's fine. What the fuck? No, you need to say, God damn it, we're a flawed species. We need to get to Mars ASAP. We need the millionaires and the billionaires. We need to get them to Mars. They're going to build a whole nother society like this one, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great, and we're going to be happy. We're going to love each other, and we're going to be on Mars now. Yay, Mars. We just landed on Mars, right? The rover landed a little while ago, or whatever the fuck it is. But I'm going off on a tangent. What I'm trying to say here is self-reflection and self-revision is not a bad thing. Even if it stems from a little insecurity. We all have them. We all fucking have them. And they're the cause of so many problems, so much grief and strife and just shitty things, right? It's differences between people. And, you hear bullies. Bullies are just people who have shitty self-esteem. They have self-esteem issues. They think they're too high on themselves or they're too low on themselves, and they got to take it out one way or another. So, being too high on yourself to the point where you can't determine when you're like, oh, you did shitty tonight. That was a shitty podcast. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't do much this week. You know what I'm saying? You took too many days off from the gym in a row, or you did this or you did that. It's important. That shit's important. And I think if you do that, then you're in a good place. Now, what you don't want to do is fucking lay into yourself and beat the dog shit out of yourself, which is I'm notorious for doing. That's easy to do as well. That's very easy to do as well. You don't want to go, all the way up this mountain of shit that you've created of yourself and then jump off the side, right? It's one thing to nitpick and not even nitpick. It's one thing to pick on things about yourself and say, hey, God damn it, I can't dance the salsa because my 2 left feet, right? But that shouldn't grow into fucking, I hate myself, I'm going to jump off a bridge because my family never loved me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't happen, right? That's not what's supposed to happen. But it's easy for that to happen. And it's one of those fine line things again. You have to get to a point where you can look at yourself clearly, concisely, and tell yourself what the fuck is wrong and what you're doing wrong. And at that point, that's when you have true power over yourself. That's one of the telltale signs that you have true power over yourself. That you can say at any point, "Hey, let's revise this. Let's fix this. Let's try to get better at this." You know, and it's not like the first time you say these things to yourself, it's gonna happen. You've already built a pattern. You've already built a habit. It's going to be hard to switch. It is. And hopefully the people around you that are hoping for you to switch and hoping for you to do these things, hopefully they're there and they understand. They understand where the fuck you're coming from. Because it's not easy. There's plenty of those people out there who don't self-revive and don't self-correct, and they just go on about their lives thinking that everything they do is fine, and their partner and everything they do is fine, and then they have kids and they realize that people are fucking flawed, and their kid wants to get better at something, and the parent doesn't know how to portray that. The parent doesn't understand falling down and getting up. You know what I'm saying? Or it doesn't even need to be a parent. It can just be a coworker, be somebody you're around often. You know what I'm saying? A friend. They don't understand what it's like to get knocked down and have to, you know, figure some shit out on your own. And for those people, I apologize, because you're missing out. You're missing out big time on some very, very important lessons. And that's been this whole episode, guys. That's what I've been talking about. Learning curve. Learn on the spot. That, to me, is the best way. Learning on the goddamn spot. I can do anything if you just throw me in. I'll do anything. I'll figure it the fuck out. Sink or swim, goddammit. And if I sink, I fucking sink. Hopefully it's not actually sink or swim and I'm fucking drowning, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the only way I'm going to figure out, you can tell me till I'm blue in the face, but I'm not going to learn a goddamn thing until I do it. Never. Never, 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 never. I'm never going to just read something or watch something or have someone tell me something and I'm just going to, got it, without trying anything. There are some people who do. And to you people, I still say that it's not as effective as getting in it and screwing everything up. You know, now I've been a server for, 4.5 years, 4.5, maybe a little less, 4 years, we'll say. And my very first table, I dropped a Corona bottle right on the table, right? Dropped it, fell over, and made a fucking mess. And all the other drinks almost fell off the tray too. And they're like, "Oh, don't be nervous, don't do this, whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't nervous, it was just a mistake." And I really wasn't nervous. It fell off and it was a mistake. But now, that shit never happens. And if it does, then it's a fucking rarity. And that's just what it is. You do something for 4 years, you're gonna get good at the nuance of it. That's another thing, is that I realized that I'm very into nuance of things. I'm very into the details. I'm very, just in everyday life, dude. It's weird. Sometimes I'm super perceptive of everything. I notice everything. I'm driving. I'm looking out my mirrors 8 times. The back. I'm looking around. I'm always. It's very weird. And wherever I'm sitting, I'm noticing people's faces and reactions and interactions with people. I don't know. I guess I just like to watch. I like to people watch and whatever. But I realize that I have a thing for nuance. And to me, that is another way to learn, right? And the only way you're going to get those nuances is if you're in there and you realize, oh, this is how you hold a tray when you have these kinds of drinks on it. This is how you hold a tray when you have these kinds of drinks on it. This is how you stack the drinks. This is how you stack your food on your table. This is how you this. This is how you start your your garage band. You got to plug in your USB mic before you start garage band, and then you got, you know what I'm saying? It's the nuance. That's the next step. I feel like some people may look at nuance as the top of a pyramid, right? Like the smallest part that only you throw on the top. No. The nuance is fucking important. Very, very, very important. If you watch the best people at anything, you see the differences in the nuance, but you understand that it's there, right? It's just like if you watch Mayweather throw a jab, right? And then you watch a new guy throw a jab, and you see and then you have like an intermediate guy, and you understand why each person is better or worse than the next because of that little twist, that little hip torque, that, and then obviously the reps. We get back to what I was saying before. Keep doing it. Stay active. I think I created a little formula today, a little formula on learning, right? Little formula. Learning curve. Number 1, jump the fuck in, screw everything up, and figure out ways out of it, right? That's number 1. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to ruin everything. Ruin your life. Run it into the ground. Create habits, bad ones, and get to a point where you what's the word that I said? You reflect on your self-reflection. There we go. Self-reflection and revision. We got to figure all that shit out. Everything that we did wrong, that we screwed up, we got to figure it out. Then we got nuance. Understand the nuances of everything while you are deep in it. That's the only way to do it. We've already dove in. And then at the end, the last portion is to add the reps. Rep. Lots of them. Go like a motherfucker. Unless you're fighting, then take a goddamn break. Take a break. Not in the gym, but if you're fighting people often, then take a goddamn break because you will end up squeezing a ball, drinking your food, saying, my name is. So, as luxurious and lovely that lifestyle sounds, right? You never have to wipe your ass again on your own, right? People bathe you. Sometimes it's beautiful women when you're very old, right? Sometimes it's hideous women when you're very young, right? Because you fought too much. So, that's pretty much it, everybody. This turned into, this turned into me talking about learning and, a little spiel on how I learn and how I do things. And this is the beauty of a podcast, people. I had no clue what I was going to come down here and say to you guys, if I'm being honest. And this happens often. But I know that once I sit down and I start rambling on and I start having things to say, something's going to come up. And I never understood that was part of it. Right? You see these guys that are just good at it, radio or podcasts, and sometimes it's just them by themselves. Most of the time on radio, it's just people by themselves. I spoke about Rush Limbaugh last week, and that motherfucker was on for hours and hours and hours, just talking alone. Sometimes he'd have callers in, whatever. It would pause for the traffic report and whatever. But most of the time, it was 3 hours of him talking, going off the top of his head, And granted, he had, he had a whole movement behind him when it comes to conservative, right-wing, whatever. And he was able to lean on all that and lean into all that. But nonetheless, being able to sit on here and just talk, like a guy like Tim Dillon, he can do a podcast by himself, and it's funny every fucking time. So, I didn't realize that that's part of this. Part of being the creative voice on a radio-type platform is just being able to talk and think out loud and say a whole bunch of shit. And you don't always need something to talk about. However, when you have a guest, that does help. And then one more, however, I do love doing these alone. I said that at the beginning. I do love doing some of these alone. And who knows, maybe at some point I'll have to do some of these, it may turn into a single-only podcast for a little bit. But that's for time to tell us about. This is the end of the goddamn episode, so before you click me off, make sure you follow me on all my platforms. They're all in the description below. Follow me on my social media, my YouTube, share, like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up one way or another, you know what I'm saying? The comments on YouTube are one of the best ways to tell me what you think about the show. So make sure you do that. My social media, all the links are on there. I'm tired of saying them every episode. I sound like a broken freaking record. So make sure you follow those. They're all on there. Go to the sites, right? Life Boost Coffee, god damn it. Life Boost Coffee. We're almost done with them, so get that 50% off. You're not going to have it forever, people. And then Obsessive Aggression, of course. Make sure you check that out if you're in the market for some boxing gloves. Tell everybody you know about us. That's very important as well. Tell every single person you know that this is the best podcast you've ever listened to. Even if it's not, you tell them that anyway. And do my work for me. That's really all I'm in this for. I want you guys to do my work for me. I don't want to do anything in it. And, I want you guys to do it all. I do. I want you all to just do everything for me. And that's it. I don't care about this anymore. I'll quit soon enough. And it'll be you guys that did all the work for me. So make sure you tell everybody about. Make sure you tell everybody about us. Tell everybody about us. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys on Thursday. Peace.